Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so we were discussing about blood pressure. So what do you mean by blood pressure? Blood pressure means when a force is exerted, okay, inside the blood vessel. I mean when the blood is being pressured into the heart and when it is being circulated, so at the time it is known as the blood pressure. And blood pressure it is written in two numbers, that is the systolic and the diastolic blood pressure. So the first number which you will get is known as the systolic blood pressure. Okay, and the second number which you will get is known as the diastolic blood pressure. So what will you find in the systolic blood pressure? It means when your heart beats. Okay, it means when your heart is pumping. It is known as what? It is known as the systolic blood pressure. And you will find that the systolic blood pressure it lies at the top. I mean the first sound which you will hear is known as the systolic blood pressure. And the second sound which you will hear is known as the diastolic blood pressure. That means when your heart rests. Okay, in between the two beats, that's why it is known as diastolic blood pressure. Next is blood pressure. It can be expressed in what millimeters of mercury, that is mm of Hg. So the normal value for BP is 120 by 80 mm of Hg. So you will find that mm of Hg means millimeters of mercury. Okay, it's 120 by 80 is a normal BP. And why it is important to measure BP? Because um, every time your blood pressure it fluctuates. Maybe because of the physical pressure, maybe because of pain, maybe because of stress, maybe because of the temperature that is too hot, that is too cold. That's why. So for that reason, you should measure the BP frequently. Next is what ways to measure BP. I mean, how will you measure BP? First is you have to ask the person to sit down and you have to ask the person's arm to rest. I mean, with the help of some support. Okay, with the help of something like you have to rest the arm in a pillow or maybe on the table, somewhat like that. So after that, what you need to do, you need to place the cuff at the level of the heart. This is the level, this is the heart, okay? So you have to place it at the level of the heart here, and you have to place the cuff in the forearm. After that, what you need to do, you have to ask the person to relax at least for 3 minutes. Suppose if a person is coming from a walk or maybe some physical activities, maybe some exercise, somewhat like that. So in that way, I mean, you need to place. I mean, you have to ask the person to sit. To sit. And after that, what will you find? You will find that you can measure BP in two instruments. That is what? That is manometer and digital blood pressure monitor. So this is the name of the two instruments used for measuring BP. So first, let us discuss about the machine. What is the name of the machine? Digital blood pressure monitor. And the second one is the sphygmomanometer. So in the digital blood pressure monitors, how will you measure BP? You have to place the cup in your hand or else in your wrist here, wrist. So as soon as you will place it, what you will have to do, you will have to press the power button. This is the power button. And after pressing the power button, what you need to do? It will be automatically showing the screen. Understand? It will be automatically showing the screen. So the first number which you will see is known as the systolic blood pressure, and the second number which you will see is known as the diastolic blood pressure. And next, the last number which you will find is the pulse rate. So this is the findings. These are the findings of the digital blood pressure monitor. Okay. And same thing, this one also you need to place the cuff in the heart level, means the level should be same. And sometimes in the digital blood pressure monitor, you find that sometimes it fluctuates. Mainly in where? Mainly in atherosclerosis, means who are having heart problems. So in all those people, you find that some changes used to be there. Okay, so this is the sphygmomanometer. So in this sphygmomanometer, what will you find? You will find that this is the manometer. It is also known as pressure meter. Here, and again, this is the cuff. Okay, it is also known as the rubber cuff. This one is known as the pipe. This one is known as the air valve. This one is known as the squeezable valve. And this is stethoscope. It is not a part of the sphygmomanometer, but it is used for hearing the sound of the heartbeat. This stethoscope. So what will you find here? First, you have to squeeze the bulb. You need to squeeze the bulb. Okay, as soon as you squeeze the bulb, what will happen? The cuff, this cuff, this rubber cuff also, the size will increase. It will increase in size and it will become more tighter. Understand? It will become more tighter. And after that, what will happen? As soon as like you will insert the air inside it, even the mercury level also it will increase. Okay, suppose let's say at 220, 220 it was there. Okay, means the mercury level. Then as soon as like you will place the brachial artery, sorry, as soon as you place the diaphragm in the brachial artery, you will hear a sound. Okay, so the first sound which you will hear is known as the systolic blood pressure. Okay, the first sound which you will hear is known as the systolic blood pressure, and slowly it will come down. The mercury level slowly it will come down. So that one is known as the diastolic blood pressure. Understand? Diastolic blood pressure. So how will you control? And you have to hear the sound wave in the stethoscope. This is the stethoscope with the help of this diaphragm. I mean, you have to place a diaphragm outside of the brachial artery, and you have to place the earpiece or ear tips inside your ear, just like the earphone, right? You have to place inside your ear. So when you will place your ear inside the, I mean, when you will place the earpiece or ear tips inside your ear, like you will be able to hear the heartbeat. Okay, you will be able to hear the heartbeat. So in this way, you will measure. So let us discuss about stethoscope. Stethoscope, see there is this parts of stethoscope. This is earpiece or ear tips. This is the binaural. This is the binaural spring. This is the tubing. This is the bell, and this is the diaphragm. So you have to place the diaphragm where? In the brachial artery. Understand? In the brachial artery, you need to place the diaphragm. Then when you will place the diaphragm in the brachial artery, you will be able to hear the sound of the heartbeat. So in that way, you can measure BP. Okay, is it clear, everyone? And you remember when you measure, when you will check BP, huh? When you check BP, you remember that you can check only once in one hand. Not once, sorry, twice. Okay, you can't check more than twice. You have to, if by chance, like you have checked it, but you didn't get the exact, I mean, you didn't hear the sound properly. Say for example, like you didn't hear the sound properly. So what will you do? You won't directly try here again. I mean, in the same hand. Okay, if it is more than twice, I'm saying. If it is more than twice, you can't try in the same hand again. You have to shift to the other hand. Suppose, let's say you have checked in the right hand. So if you didn't get the sound properly or else clearly, again you need to shift in the other hand. Okay, again you need to shift in the another hand. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, it means and when you will shift it right, that time again, if by chance if you won't get, say for example you didn't get again in another hand again, you need to Wait for at least 3 minutes, and after waiting it, what you need to do? You can start continuing. You can start continuing to check. Understand? But you can't check more than twice. And you remember, like when you will squeeze the bulb, right? This one, when you will squeeze the bulb, the cuff also will become tight. You will feel as if like someone is pressing your hand. You can say like that, yeah. You can feel it as if someone is pressing your arm. Okay. So you will feel in that way, and it will become more tight than before because why? You have inflated, you have inserted air inside the cup. That's why you will feel that it's more tighter. Okay, it will be in that way. And this is the brachial artery. So outside of the brachial artery, you need to place the diaphragm, and so that like you will be able to hear the sound. And that sound is known as this one. Okay, Korkov sound. Korkov sound. It is known as Korkov sound. The sound which you will hear. So the first sound which you will hear is known as the systolic blood pressure. I mean when your heart will contract. And the second sound, that means the sound will go on decreasing. So the next sound which you will hear is known as the diastolic blood pressure. So these are the two sounds which you will hear. Is it clear, everyone? Speak more manometer. You have to place in the brachial artery all these things. Okay, Jyotishmita Devi. Can you hear me, Jyotishmita Devi?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Jyotishmita, can you tell me the name of the artery? Where will the name of the artery used for measuring BP?
And brachial artery.
Brachial artery. Okay. So I'll ask one question again. I have mentioned something, right? Minute I was saying. So how many minutes do we need to wait for a person if a person is coming from a walk or maybe uh, means some physical activity he or she is doing? How many minutes? At least for how many minutes?
3 minutes, ma'am.
Okay, 3 minutes. Okay, next, Linta Mary. Linta Mary.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Linta Mary, can you tell me what is the name of the first sound which you will hear for measuring BP? While measuring BP, you can hear a sound, right? So the first sound which you will hear, what is the name of the BP? What is the name of the that? Can you say?
No, ma'am.
Okay, who can say then? Nishan D. Kashyap, can you say?
Ma'am.
Huh? Can you say Nishan?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you say? What is the name? Yes, what is the name? I can't hear you. Okay, you can write in the chat box.
Systolic blood pressure.
Systolic blood. Actually, I think he is typing. Okay, what about the second sound which you will hear? Or else the downside. What is the meaning of the blood pressure?
Diastolic.
Diastolic.
Diastolic. Okay. Okay. What is the name of the instrument used for measuring BP? I'll ask. Jeet Chetri, can you say? Instrument used for measuring BP? Jeet Chetri. Okay, Johnson, can you say?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you say the name of the instrument used for measuring BP? Huh?
Using
The name of the instrument used for measuring BP? Huh? Babul, can you say?
Manometer.
Sphygmomanometer. Okay, another instrument. Sphygmomanometer and one instrument is there, no?
Digital blood pressure monitor.
Okay, digital blood pressure monitor. Okay, are still are up? Can you hear me? Okay, Aminul Islam, can you hear me? Aminul. Aminul Islam.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, Aminul. Can you tell me the normal BP?
Normal BP. 80.
Normal BP is 80. Are you sure?
Wait.
Okay, Johnson, can you tell me normal BP?
120 by 80.
After that, you are missing something. 120 by 80 after that. I have mentioned some unit, right?
mmHg.
mm of Hg. So mm of Hg means what? mm means
Millimeter,
okay.
millimeter
Hg means
mercury.
okay. Don't forget to mention that one. 120 by 80
Okay,
mm
ma'am.
of Hg. Okay. Because the answer will be incomplete.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So where will you place the cuff? I mean, in which level? This one. This is the cuff, right? So in which level? Linda Mary, can you say? Linda Mary, Linda Mary, Marbanyang. Okay, who can say in which level we need to place the cuff?
Ma'am, wrist.
No, like you need to place the cuff in level, same level. I was mentioning same level. So what level did I mention?
Upper arm.
Heart level, ma'am.
Yes, heart.
Oh,
Yes, I mean, no, good. Okay, you have to place in the heart level. Here is your heart, right? So you have to place in the heart level. Understand, Jyotishmita and Johnson? Don't forget.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, heart level. And you need to place the cuff in the arm. Okay, so this is your arm. You need to place it in the arm. And you need to place the stethoscope, that is the diaphragm, in the brachial artery. This is your brachial artery. You need to place it here. Okay, are you clear, everyone? I guess it's clear now, everyone, now, regarding the measurement. I mean how to measure.
Yes.
Okay. Okay then. Thank you, everyone.